Presented in association with DeBella Entertainment. He weighed in at 167.8 pounds, wearing white trunks with red trim. He brings an impressive record into the ring. 21 victories with only one defeat. 12 victories coming by way of knockout. From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Steve Mr. Rolls. Introducing out of the red corner. He weighed in at 167.4 pounds, wearing red trunks with gold trim. He brings a perfect record into the ring. 18 victories, no defeats. 16 victories coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning NABO Super Middleweight Champion from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and representing Brooklyn and the Lower East Side, Edgar, the Chosen One, Berlanga!
Guys.
And then, of course, last April, Damon Nicholson went the 8-round distance, and yet Berlanga had great moments in that fight. Scored 4 knockdowns, rounds 2, 3, 5, and a big thudding blow in round number 8. As well as Kay Karoma. You know, at the end of that first round, he did land a clipping right hand. He's very heavy-handed. We've seen him put guys down before with shots like this.
Yeah, but what do you see right there? You see the lunge. You see the wide-open left hook right there, and you see the right hand over the top. That lets me know right away that Rose had some success that round. And Berlanga was trying to get to him quickly without staying properly underneath his feet and doing it the right way.
Test for punchers, getting a knockout and hearing the reaction from the crowd it's an addiction. And that's what you see Berlanga trying to shake right now, an addiction of getting quick knockouts and seeing the reaction of the crowd, seeing the reaction of the people 2 weeks after the fight. It's going to be hard for him to stick to a game plan tonight, being in this arena, sold out crowd in front of his people, because he wants to send them home oohing and ahhing. I think he can still get it if he boxes, but I see him having this mental battle right now.
There's that right hand over the top again, clipping. Bernardo, what do you have?
Andre Rozier was telling Edgar, look, he's scared, but I need you to settle down and set up your punches. The power will come.
There's blood streaming down from the left eye, the corner of the left eye of Edgar Berlanga. Bernardo, I know you'll be on top of that to see what they are ruling that, clash or a punch, but there is blood coming from the left eye of Berlanga.
The question I have is that going to excite Berlanga even more?
As the crowd rises out of their seats for 3 minutes of support for Edgar Berlanga. He's loading up on that right hand. Andre Rozier, we just heard him in the corner saying, I don't want you to load up with that right hand. Wants the straight right.
But if he does load up, he needs to load up down to the body. The body's a bigger target, and it stays stationary.
Steve Rolls did acknowledge to his corner that he was affected when he got hit to the top of the head in that 9th round. Doesn't take much from Berlanga with his heavy hands.
But Rose responded well. He recouped and got himself back in the fight, back in that round.
Times like this, when you're feeling fatigued, you know, you're drawn out a bit, and you got to step it up. You got to resort back to your training. You got to understand. You got to think about all the miles you ran, the mountains you ran, you know, the sacrifice that you put in this sport. That's what needs to motivate you in these moments right here. Edgar Berlanga needs to step it up, and he knows it. But he has to believe in his preparation. Good jab.
One jab from Edgar Berlanga is the equivalent of three jabs from Steve Rose.
See, Edgar Berlanga's having a hard time landing the right hand. See, if you know Edgar, he's left-handed. Rose has been going away from that left hand all night, so Edgar's best punch, which is left hook, has had a hard time finding a home.
Rose has fought the perfect fight tonight for himself. With his skill set, his age, his ability, this is the fight he was supposed to fight in order to put himself in the best position to try to win and to finish the fight on his feet.
Third straight fight that Berlanga goes the distance after that much talked about knockout streak to open his career. We've got the state of boxing. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing and hearing from Stan and Ashley. We're back here at Madison Square Garden. A lot of questions that were put forth as to what is Edgar Berlanga right now. We know what he was at the early stage of his career. What is he right now? And I think we're going to have a lot of questions to be answered from our crew on the State of Boxing coming up on the ESPN app. Andre favors Berlanga with the scores that you just saw. Tim, your final thoughts on what you saw in the ring tonight?
Well, you know, Edgar Berlanga, no, he didn't get the knockout. I was expecting some new improvements, you know, some new skills in this game. I didn't see much tonight. I thought that Rose did a good job following his game plan very well tonight. But let's see who won this match.
CompuBox numbers were nearly dead even. Rolls outlanded him 123 to 120. Let's hear from the judges. Here's Mark Chanel.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Frank Lombardi scores the bout 96-94. Thomas Carasoni and Mark Constantino both score the bout 97-93 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, NABO Super Middleweight Champion, Edgar, the Chosen One.
I think the judges were right in that correct range of how they saw the fight, how we saw the fight. Mark Kriegel.
Hey, listen, the older guy, the smaller guy, he's supposed to lose. I guess in the scorecards, he